Hi, my name is Shannon and I am a sophomore in high school. I am here to teach you guys math. Today's lesson is going to be the different numbers and number lines. Whole number is a number with no fraction or decimal part and does not include negative numbers. So for example, it's going to be considered as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Natural numbers or counting numbers, they're called the same thing, are whole numbers starting from 1. For example, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Integers are whole numbers and negative numbers. For example, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Make sure to read the question very carefully because most of the time I was solving math problems, it sometimes asks me to find numbers in integers. Rational numbers are numbers that can be written as a fraction. For example, 1/3 could be written as 0.3 repeated, and 0.5 could be written as 1/2. Irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be written as a fraction because the decimal goes without repeating in a pattern. For example, 3.14159.265 is continuous. We know this because of the ... and this number can be represented as pi. And we have radical 2, which is another irrational number because the decimals don't go in a repeating pattern. Real numbers are all the numbers that can be found on a number line. They can be positive or negative, decimals, or fractions. Some examples could be all the numbers we just worked with, like 5, -17, 0.312, 1/2, pi, or radical 2, and etc. This is an easier way to view all the numbers in one whole chart. So an example is -2 can be an integer, a rational number, and a real number. So we kind of see the relationship between them. And something we notice is that the group of rational numbers, integers, whole numbers, and natural numbers are separate from irrational numbers, because the sum of everything from integers, whole numbers to natural numbers can be written as a fraction. However, if they cannot be written as a fraction, it means they're none of the above and they're considered as an irrational number. All rational numbers can be placed on a number line. A number line is a visual that orders and compares numbers. Smaller numbers are on the left side and larger numbers are on the right. We can place not only integers but also fractions, decimals, and other rational numbers. So for example, in the number line here, we have numbers ranging from -5 all the way to 5. Here I have two examples. There's a yellow dot at 2, and that represents a number that is larger than 1 but also larger than 0 and is placed to the right of those numbers. And then we have number 1/2 showing that we could also place fractions and not only integers.